Hi everyone. Recently, the question on can Nintex forms for Office 365 or Nintex Workflow Cloud have circular references? And the answer is yes, they can, but we also manage them as well. So let's go and have a look at what a circular reference actually is in Nintex forms. So I'm going to click on New Responsive Designer for Office 365, but the same rule applies for Nintex Workflow Cloud as well. So I'm just going to delete these controls, going to make something really simple like a yes/no. What we're going to do is create a rule that says if yes, then no. So we say if the yes/no control is no, yes, then the yes/no value is going to be changed to no. Right, and then we also want the inverse of that. So we could say, actually, we could just clone that. That'd be easy, wouldn't it? Then we say if no, then yes. Now, you're probably wondering why not just use the else condition. Well, that's not actually going to conflict with each other. It's always going to just run that once. It's a self-contained rule. Whereas what we want is two rules that keep just trying to set the same control. So it's sort of like a circular reference if you think about it. So if the yes no is now no, then the yes no value is yes. So we've got this loop that keeps happening where the rule is saying, well, if it's no, set it to yes, and the other rule is saying, well, if it's yes, then set it to no, and they keep conflicting with each other. So let's go and press update. Now we go to preview, and what you'll notice is the checkbox will load as no, then set it to yes, and this one's going to kick off and say, well, if I'm yes, then set it to no. So let's go to preview, and you can see it blinking, and it suddenly stops. So you might be too quick, but keep your eyes on this control here. So go back to Designer, and preview. You can see it flickering on and off. That's because the rules are really fast. They keep changing it on and off, and you're none the wiser now. You're wondering what's going on. Well, we actually have telemetry behind the scenes at Nintex to check if and when this happens, to check if any customers do have this issue. So we don't actually show that you've got a circular reference happening in the designer. We're actually logging that behind the scenes to make sure no one's actually having them. But we also just make sure, just in case, to make sure we want to check if anyone's having, so we can support you. But then if you look in the console log, if you're just interested, you can see that we've got this circular reference has been detected in rule, so on and so forth, will not be set to prevent multiple executions of the same rules. So we allow it to happen for, just in case someone wanted to test something out or see if circular references, whatever it might be. So if you have questions on why aren't my rules running, or if something's not happening correctly, just have a look in here, press F12, look at the developer tools, and you'll see that you do have a circular reference. So hope that's helpful to you. If you want to see anything else, let me know in the comments. Cheers.